You've probably heard that WordPress is the most popular CMS, but let's face it, installing WordPress, it's a little confusing. You probably tried to download it from WordPress.org and then opened it, and then it contained random files that didn't really make a lot of sense. Or you went to WordPress.com and got this really weird looking website that didn't look anything like the tutorials you see here on YouTube. So let me show you exactly how to install WordPress the right way, step by step. So let's get started. But before we jump into this, I first need to explain the difference between WordPress.com and WordPress. This confuses everybody. And I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't make a lot of sense, so I'll do my best to explain it. One of the first beginner's mistake is not understanding the difference between WordPress.com and WordPress. At first glance, they look the same. They share the same name, the same branding, and even the same logo, but these are completely different building platforms. You've probably heard WordPress is free, but when you go to WordPress.com, well, they want money right away. WordPress.com is a hosted service run by a company called Automatic. WordPress.com is honestly a cluttered mess. The dashboard is filled with random menus, half the settings are locked behind a paywall, and every time you try to do something simple, they're constantly trying to upsell you. So when we say WordPress, we're not really referring to WordPress.com. And the reviews kind of speak for themselves on Trustpilot. WordPress.com is just a really weird platform. Now compare that to WordPress, the ones you actually watch on YouTube. So this is WordPress. This is where the dashboard is clean, you have full control over your websites, and you can install whatever you want without someone trying to nickel and dime you every step of the way. All the WordPress plugins and themes are free with WordPress without any limitation. To keep it simple, if you want a professional looking website, use this version of WordPress. It's also referred to most people by WordPress.org. So the next question is, how do we install WordPress? How do we use this version of WordPress that everyone's using on YouTube? Well, let me show you. WordPress recommends you install their CMS through a hosting company. In fact, if you go to WordPress.org, they actually recommend doing it by this method. Almost all web hosting companies offer WordPress for their customers, so you shouldn't have any issues installing it with your hosting provider. Today, most hosting companies give you a one-click install for WordPress. They make it really simple to install WordPress. The cheapest hosting provider I recommend is definitely Hostinger, hands down. They make it literally idiot-proof to install WordPress. You first start by picking a hosting plan. I recommend the business plan with Hostinger. It'll be about $50 a year. You then check out and purchase the plan. Next, it'll then prompt you to install WordPress automatically. It then brings you back to your WordPress dashboard, and now you've got WordPress installed and you're all ready to go. Okay, so let's install WordPress. Now we're gonna use the cheapest method possible with a coupon code, all right. So to get started, click on the link in the video description and this will take you to Hostinger.com. So once you click on that link in the video description, it'll then take you to Hostinger.com. Now Hostinger.com is among the fastest web hosting and it's also the most affordable in the industry. It also comes with a free domain name and a 30-day money-back guarantee for any reason whatsoever. So once you get to this page, you'll click on Start Now. Here we have 3 different plans. We got the Premium, the Business, and the Cloud Startup. I definitely recommend to go with the Business plan. The main reason why is you can host up to 50 websites on your hosting package, and you get access to NVMe storage, which is much faster than typical SSD. If we look at the Premium package, we can only host up to 3 websites, and they give us SSD, which is a little bit slower than NVMe storage. Now later down the road, if you want to upgrade for higher performance, you can always upgrade to the Cloud Startup and you're hosting your portal. So under the business plan, I'll click on choose plan. Next is the cart page, and here you can select the period of your web hosting package. Now, the longer you sign up for it, the bigger the discount you'll receive. So 48 months gives you the biggest discount, and honestly, 4 years of hosting for $200 is actually quite affordable. But if you're brand new to making websites and you just can't afford that, I definitely recommend to go with the 12-month package. This will qualify you for a free domain name, and it only costs you about $50 a year. On top of that, we have a coupon code that'll work for any of the packages at Hostinger.com. So on the right side, you'll see this have a coupon code. If I click on this, you'll see we can enter something in. So I'll put in Daryl10, and this coupon code will give you an additional 10% off any of the packages at Hostinger, no matter how long you sign up for. So here I'll click on apply. Then you'll see that we save an additional 10% off the hosting package. So next, let's go ahead and click on continue. On the next page, you'll go ahead and make an account with Hostinger. After you enter in your email address and password, you'll then click on register. On the next page, you'll enter in your billing address, like your first name, your last name, your country, your phone number, and your social security number. I'm just kidding, no social, it's a joke. So I'll go ahead and fill this out. And the final step is to submit a payment. So here you can enter in your credit card information. You can also pay with PayPal and Google Pay. On the right side, you'll see this is the total, and we have our coupon code applied. So I'll enter in my credit card information. Once you enter in your information, you'll then click on submit payment. Congrats, we're gonna start our new websites, all right. All right, now we have web hosting. Now Hostinger is going to ask us a few basic questions, like who is this website for? Here I'll click on myself or for my business, and then click on next. On the next page, you'll click on create a website, and then click on next. On the next page, it'll ask you to create login details for your WordPress account. So make sure to write this down. Here, I'll put in my email address, and then I'll put in my password, and then I'll click on next. On the next page, you'll then enter in your free domain name. So right here under domain name, I'll type in oriontutorial.com, see if this is available, and it is available. All right, so I'll select my free domain and then click on next. On the next page, you'll enter in your owner details. Now, this is important if you ever want to transfer your domain name or even sell it later. So I'll fill out my owner details. I'll scroll to the bottom and then click on register. Okay, so now it's registering our domain name. On the next page, you'll enter in where your target audience is located. Now, this doesn't really matter too much, but you do want to select the location where you're primarily doing business. So for the country, I'm going to select United States. Here we have Arizona. I just came back from Arizona. I was there for about a week. I have a lot of family in Phoenix and Tucson. So I'll select Arizona and then click on next. Now it's installing WordPress. Now this process might take a few minutes, and they have a really cool game here we can play while we're waiting for WordPress to install. How about that? Oh, I lost. Next, it'll ask us a few more questions. Now, this page may change in the future. Hostinger typically changes their setup process a lot, but I just want to click on Go to WordPress here at the bottom. So I'll click on Go to WordPress. And voila, we are now logged into our WordPress website. Now, if you want to see your website right now, here at the top left, I'll click on Visit Sites. And this is our new website. It is using a temporary domain name because it's pending verification. So let's go back to the dashboard. Now, before we go on any further, we need to verify our Hostinger account along with our domain. As you see here at the top, we're using a temporary domain name, and that's because we need to verify our domain. So go ahead and check your email, the one that you signed up for with Hostinger, and you're gonna see two emails. You'll see one to verify your Hostinger accounts and also one to verify your domain name. So here I'll click on these emails and then I'll click on verify email. Okay, cool. So now it brings us to our Hostinger dashboard. Now let's go back and check our email again. And I'll click on the other email to verify our domain. And then I'll just click on verify email. Cool, now our email is verified. Now it's very important that you verify your email because if you don't verify it within 30 days, they're gonna refund you and then close your account. So make sure that you do verify your email. Next, let me show you how to log into your live website so you can start building your websites. Now there's two ways on how to do this. The first way is you can actually just type in your domain name. So the one that you purchased, so mine was oriontutorial.com. Then you'll just type in -wp-admin and this will bring you to the login screen. So here I'll enter that. And then here you can see that we're brought to our login screen. Now this is going to be the login credentials that you use when you sign up with WordPress. So here I'll enter in my email address. I'll click on the Remember Me box and then I'll click on Login. So now we're using our live domain that we purchased from Hostinger. So if I go to Visit Sites, you're gonna see our website is now live on the internet. Now let's say, for example, you forgot your password or you don't know your WordPress credentials. No problem, you can always log in through Hostinger. I'll go over to our Hostinger accounts. If I go to Websites, and go to all websites, you're gonna see that your website's right here under your business package. You'll then just click on WP admin, and here you can log in directly through your WordPress website without entering any credentials. And there we go. So now we are logged in directly to our website using the Hostinger H panel. Now, before we go on any further, I do wanna adjust some settings, and I also want to disable some plugins. The first thing I wanna do is go over here to plugins and click on install plugins. Now these plugins are automatically installed when you install a fresh installation of WordPress through Hostinger. I definitely recommend to go ahead and deactivate these ones. So I'll click on all of these except for the Lightspeed Cache. Click on deactivate and then click on apply. Now I want to delete these. So I'll go ahead and delete these plugins. And don't worry, you can always install these plugins later, no problem. I just want to get them off the website because sometimes they can conflict with demo imports. So I'll click on all of those plugins, deletes, and then click on apply. And now it's going to delete the plugins. Okay. The next option I want to show you all is how to adjust your password for your WordPress websites. So going over here to users, I'll click on profile. Next is the profile section. And here we can adjust the background color scheme. So we can pick light or modern or blue or ocean. I'll go ahead and select midnight. I think this is like easier on the eye, right? Scrolling down under the email, if you ever want to change your email for your WordPress website, you can go ahead and update your email right here. And scrolling down, if you ever want to change your password for WordPress under the account management, under new password, if I click on set new password, you can always enter in a new password for your WordPress websites. Once you adjust those changes, you'll then scroll to the bottom and click on update profile. Now, the last thing I want to do is disable comments on our websites. Now, WordPress originally started off as a blogging platform, so many people don't even use the blogging features, and you're going to get a lot of spam in your WordPress comments. So going over here to settings, I'll click on discussion. And I just want to make sure that I disable all of the comments. So right here, I'll go ahead and uncheck this box. This makes it so people cannot, leave spam or links on our comments. I'll just go ahead and disable all of these. I don't really want anyone leaving comments on my website. Here under email me whenever, I'll also uncheck all these boxes. Scrolling down, I'll then click on save changes. So after we disable comments, let's go ahead and go to dashboard. Now, if you want to finish building the rest of the website, we have a tutorial right here. This will walk you through how to use the themes and the page builder and make your site look really nice. If not, congratulations on your new WordPress install. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. My name is Daryl Wilson, and I will see all of you party people later.